Die young, push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone.
Well, guys, we have been super busy this morning. I'm gonna have a time lapse after this clip of us basically getting ready to pull this engine. But yeah, here, let me turn the camera around and show you guys what we've done so far. So we have pretty much undone everything around the engine. All the wiring is off. We ended up taking the intake manifold off just because it's pretty and powder coated. We didn't want to damage it. The transmission is all unbolted. The drive shaft's undone. So this is pretty much where we're at. And I'm gonna throw this back on to the tripod and film us actually pulling it, which we've been at it about an hour or two.
About an hour.
About an hour. So really not that bad. I prepped us pretty good, luckily. So I'm gonna get this on the tripod so I can give him a hand. But yeah, RB is almost no B. Well, guys, it is the next day. It was kind of hard yesterday to try to film and work at the same time, so I pretty much just have those couple minutes of the raw footage, and I figured I'd just kind of go over like everything that we have here, and the damage we actually found damage, thank God. So here's the engine. It's on its side right now. This is what the bottom is. We pulled all the pistons and rods out. Everything's super clean. The crank is super clean. Oil pan's pretty clean. Trans is here, turbo's here, exhaust manifold, clutch, flywheel, fan, valve covers. Pretty much just everything is kind of set down nicely. I'm gonna take the flywheel and the pressure plate or whatever the other thing is, get those resurfaced. I'm probably going to paint or get this Cerakoted or whatever it's called so it looks nice and pretty for when we get it back. I obviously have to detail this still. The bay is empty. Well, it has all the wiring and everything. So I'm probably gonna work on trying to paint this. That'll be a future video if I try to tackle that. And my goal would be just move everything off one side, primer it, paint it, put everything back, and then do the same thing around. Just kind of work it that way. I don't want to remove all of this stuff because I might not ever get it back. I'm gonna be real with y'all. So that's it. That's where we're at, and then to the damage. So here's all the rods and pistons. Like I said, they're super clean. Here is the cam and where the cam sits. Sorry. So this is the head, the cylinder head. So this is where your cams would sit. These are all the valve covers and stuff. So if you look right there, there's damage. It's pretty bad. You can catch your fingernail in it. So there's a groove cut out, and there's also some marking right here. So I wouldn't imagine that would make a noise, but I mean, if this is getting all funky and out of balance, I would imagine it can make noise. So I'm going to take this, and hopefully the head, the valve, cylinder head, whatever, can be saved. If it can be saved, then, you know, I just have to figure out a cam, and even the cam might be able to be saved. I'm gonna take it to the machine shop and figure that out. But yeah, that's where we're at. Sorry, I didn't film more of the engine taken apart, but I still wanted to show kind of what it takes, you know, to pull the engine out. I mean, as you guys can see, this is a pretty good amount of stuff just out of one car. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. Sorry, this is like a raw, like unedited, just music and you know, us moving around kind of video, but it's kind of a video for you guys to see if you want to, you know, if you were doing this, what you get to see, and two, it is almost like a video diary. So say something happened, I had to put this back together myself. It kind of at least gives me some information on what I was unhooking and where I was doing, so I can slow the footage down for myself. So I hope you enjoy. Let me turn the camera around. Like always, thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see you in the next one.